Welcome back to the online classes. This is your Naima Miss back again with the science class, that is your respiration in organisms. We have learned in our previous lesson what is respiration, what is organism. We have learned about what is inhale, what is exhale, what is breathing, what is inspiration, what is expiration. All these things we have learned in our previous class. So in today's class we will continue with respiration in organisms. So what has happened when we breathe? When we breathe, some air is going out when we are breathing. What is happening? Air is going out during breathing. What is happening? Air is going out and air is going in. Right? So, when we are saying breathing, some breath is going out, breathing going in. So, what does this breath actually consist of? This breath consists of what? What it consists of? So, this breath consists of some air which is going inside and some air which is coming outside. So, what is that? So, the exhaled air is warm and it has some moisture in it. We have learned in our previous class. So, what do we know about the gases our body takes place from inhaled air through or exhaled air? So, what is happening? We know that air is a mixture. Yes, air is a mixture of so many gases. So many gases. Air is a mixture of so many gases. Not only oxygen, carbon dioxide, there are several other gases which are present in the atmosphere. Air also contains several suspended particles. It also contains several suspended particles. Which we cannot see, but it contains and it moves in and out of our body. Yes. So let's do some, first we will see what is, how was carbon dioxide discovered and how does the oxygen was discovered. Okay, as we all know, oxygen will go, that is we inhale the oxygen, and carbon dioxide we exhale the carbon dioxide, right? We inhale the oxygen and we exhale the carbon dioxide. This is very important part of our living, right? So first we will learn how was this oxygen and carbon dioxide discovered. So first we will learn about the discovery of carbon dioxide. What do we learn about? Discovery of carbon dioxide. CO2. Discovery of carbon dioxide, CO2. So who discovered, first time who tried to know about the carbon dioxide was Van Helmont. Who was he? Van Helmont. Who was he? He was Van Helmont. So he conducted an experiment of burning charcoal which leads to the formation of ash. So what did he do? He did the experiment of burning charcoal, which what happened after burning charcoal, what happened? It had turned into ash. For example, if you burn wood, what will happen? It will turn into ash later, right? Powder. So he found the weight of the ash to be much less as compared to the weight of the charcoal. Okay, the weight of ash was very less. Weight was very less when compared to the weight was, this was little high when compared to the weight of ash. So on the basis of this, he concluded that there is a decrease in mass was due to formation of an invisible substance which he named was gas. So what did he mean? He mean that during this charcoal getting transformed into ash, there is some gas which is released into the atmosphere which has some weight which is getting minused from this charcoal and giving the ash. Yes. So in the year 1756, a person named Joseph Black. What was his name? His name was Joseph Black. Studied his gas is in more details. So what did he do? He studied this gas. Von Helmont sent some gas was there which is releasing out on the burning of charcoal, right? So what did Joseph Black do? He found that when the limestone is heated or reacted with acids, it gives to a gas which is fixed air. When the limestone is getting heated, what is happening? It is giving out some air, okay, or when it is reacting with some acids, it is giving out some gas. So that gas is in a fixed air, okay, it is in the form of fixed air. He gave the name as fixed air. So he studied several properties of this. More and more he studied several properties, and one of the properties was lime water turns milky when this gas was passed through it. So when this gas is passing through lime water, this is turning this lime water into milky color. Okay, it turns into milky color. Why this is happening? This is because of presence of carbon dioxide. So this experiment proves that when this gas is passed through lime water, when it is turning this lime water into milky, this proves that it is the presence of carbon dioxide. Due to the presence of carbon dioxide, the lime water turns milky, which proves that it is the carbon dioxide. So next we will learn about the discovery of oxygen. So what has happened after 2 decades? 2 decades means 20 years. After 20 years, what has happened? After 20 years of discovery of carbon dioxide. Okay, after 20 years of discovery of carbon dioxide, oxygen was discovered by Joseph Priestley. Who was the person? Joseph Priestley. Published his experiment and observation on different kinds of airs. What did he do? He published experiments and observations on different kinds of air. Okay. And was the first to prove the different qualities of the gases released by the plants and once exhaled by the animals, especially mice. Okay, so mostly what does the scientists do? They do the experiments based on rats. Okay, mostly they will take rat will their first exception to experiment. Okay, he discovered that although a candle burnt out in a closed container, when he added a living spin of mint to the container, the candle would continue to burn. Okay, there was what he did. He did one small experiment. He kept a candle, okay, which was burning, and he just kept a container like this. Okay, he closed with the container, and the candle was burning for some time. Okay, later what he did, after that candle was off. So after some time what he did, he placed a candle, he burnt the candle, and he placed a mint leaf. Okay, he placed a mint leaf. So what did he see? The candle was even burning after some time. After that what did he do? He just kept a candle which was lighting. He placed a leaf also, and he placed one extra thing, that was mice. Okay, he placed one mice. So what has happened? Because this mice is using the oxygen, because the mice also is using the oxygen, what has happened? The candle off. Okay, the candle was lit off. Even the presence of a leaf, what has happened? Candle was off. At that time he was not knowing that it is oxygen. He was not correct, but he correctly concluded that the mint spring restored the air that the burning candle was using. Okay, then Priestley shared his observation with Lavoisier. Lavoisier had also conducted several experiments on atmospheric air and know that it contained the many gases, and he identified Priestley's discovery as the active component of air. So with this, we came to know that it is called oxygen, and in the belief that all the acid contained it. So later on we came to know that all the acids contain oxygen as the main component in it. So you must have understood from this the experiment that there are different difference between the air we breathe out and the air which comes out from the syringe, right? So there is a lot of difference. What we breathe in, what we breathe out, what the air comes out of the balloon, what air comes out of the syringe. So there is a lot of difference, right? So with this, we complete the discovery of carbon dioxide and discovery of oxygen. So as we know that air is a mixture of several gases, not only carbon dioxide and oxygen, there are other several gases as well. Air also contains several suspended particles, as I already said. So what we would have to prepare some solutions to test these gases. Okay, they are phenolphthalein solutions and lime water. Like how we said, lime water, we are passing the carbon dioxide, it is turning into milky white, which is showing the presence of carbon dioxide. Yeah. So gases in our breath, when we are breathing, so let us know what are the gases that are present in our breath. So how do you find out that the gases are present in our breath? So let us do an activity. What we are going to do, we are going to take a setup. In this, we are going to fill, we are taking 2 test tubes. Okay, and in these 2 test tubes, we are going to fill phenolphthalein. Okay, set up the apparatus as shown here in the experiment. What we are going to do, we are going to place 2 pipes here, small pipes, and 1 pipe, sorry. So we are going to fill both the test tubes with 1/4 of phenolphthalein. What we are going to fill it with? We are going to fill it with phenolphthalein. Okay, both the test tubes we are going to fill 1/4 with the phenolphthalein. So now repeatedly blow in and suck out air in the apparatus. We are going to, with this tube, we are going to blow in, we are going to suck air from the apparatus. Now we need to note the boiling tube into which air flows when you suck in air. We have to just note down to which air blows when you suck in air, when you inhale. Note the boiling tube through which air flows out when you blow out. Okay, where the air is going, in which test tube the air is coming, like when you are inhaling, from where the air is getting inhaled, when you are exhaling, from where the air is getting exhaled. Okay, from which of the tubes the air is getting inhaled and exhaled, we have to note it. So you find that there is a difference between the between inhaled and exhaled air. Repeat the experiment by replacing the boiling tube with lime water filled 1/4 with them. You will find that lime water, suppose after this experiment of phenolphthalein, we are placing it with lime water, what is happening? Okay, we will see the difference with lime water also. So you will find that the lime water in the test tube will be, which exhaled air passes turned milky. And when you are exhaling, the difference, suppose with phenolphthalein you are not able to understand the difference, simply you can go with the lime water. In lime water, when you are exhaling the air, you can see that the lime water is getting turned into milky. There you can simply say that here the air is getting exhaled, and where there is no change, you can say that here the air is getting exhaled. This indicates that the exhaled air contains carbon dioxide. What does it contain? It contains carbon dioxide. This table gives us the proper components where the inhale is taking place and where is exhale is taking place. So for example, if I say oxygen, okay, here the inhaled gas is 210 ml and exhaled gas is 165. Okay, suppose I am saying this is your gas, this is inhale and this is exhale. Okay, this is exhale. This is exhale. So if I say carbon dioxide, here you can see that it is 0.4 ml and the exhaled amount is 40 ml. And when you see nitrogen and other gases, you can say that it is somewhere around 790 ml and the exhaled properties of quantity is of 795. Okay. So with this you can say that there are a number of gases, different gases present in the atmosphere. Okay, with this I end up the video. Let's continue about it in our next class. And once again I request you all children, please follow your parents, obey them, listen to them and try to follow what your parents say. Because a good child always listens to his parents, right? So wait for the next video. Thank you.